Now, furry is an anthropomorphic animal. In other words, animal character that has a human-like skeletal system and human-like features. Examples of this are Bugs Bunny and the fox from Robin Hood, the Disney movie. There are lots and lots of examples outside the furry fandom itself of furries. So a lot of times people can even create furries completely by accident. Now, furries, or members of the furry fandom, will have what's called a persona, which is basically an anthropomorphic animal version of themselves. A lot of furries create these personas based on usually their favorite animal or what animal seems to suit their personality. Now, you're going to find that furries will dress up in things that make them look like their persona, kind of like ears or a tail or even a full-blown costume. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions about these costumes, but these costumes are just for fun, and they usually wear them to conventions or just to have fun. They rarely wear them to work or casual or even formal places. Only at rare times they go out in a fursuit or costume or in their tail just for fun. Now, there are a lot of misconceptions about furries in the furry fandom. There's quite a lot of, well, first of all, there's a lot of lies out there, and there's a couple of truths that are blown way out of proportion to what they actually are. Now, I'm probably going to be talking about these in more detail in another video, but not now. Now, people who say these things or spread these misconceptions are on the internet usually called trolls. And a lot of furries give trolls a really kind of an innocent look, like they've been terribly misinformed. But really, trolls are bullies, and they do it to get a reaction out of people. Now, the best thing to do when a troll says something like this is to analyze it, make sure it's a troll. And if he seems just like a bully, then just ignore him and don't give him a reaction. Because a lot of people do anything, and literally anything, to spread misconceptions about the furry fandom. Now, there is a very adult side to the furry fandom, but that is more, a lot of furries don't participate in that adult section. It's kind of like a side note in the furry fandom. Now, the very reason I became a furry is actually a very long story. And I didn't really become a furry. I first started drawing furry artwork before I even knew what a furry was. And even when I knew what a furry was, I didn't fully understand the furry fandom at all. I didn't know anything about it. I barely even knew that it existed. I just knew a furry was a person with animal ears or something like that. That was my comprehension. But my first interaction of anything possibly furry related first came from Japanese anime. And even then, that was so long ago, I didn't even know what Japanese anime was. I just happened to see a show on TV. It was Inuyasha, so you should probably look. Now, the reasons why I decided to join the furry fandom is because I longed for a sense of community where I could find someone I related to. Now, I already had that, but I kind of was missing something, considering I didn't have anything in common with any of my nearby family members, and I didn't have that many friends. So joining the furry fandom gave me a wider list of friends, and give me some hope for the future of going to a furry convention and getting friends. That is the reason why I joined the furry fandom. Now, this video is just giving a brief explanation of what a furry is, misconceptions about furries, and why I am a furry. But this video shouldn't be your entire resource. If you're researching about the furry fandom, you should really look into more videos, because there are videos out there that explain it in a little more detail and address a few more situations. Now, over my blog and my videos, I'll probably address some more situations, but those are all going to either be personal to me or things I feel like I need to address.